Will you wear an MCC skin? No. Sorry. No. Most excited and least excited about for MCC. Um, Most excited just to play. I don't know. I think my team's really fun. I'm just most excited just for everything, like just to play. Um, Least excited. I guess I would want to say Build Mart, but then again, like Build Mart's kind of like an inevitable thing. It's just like it's like it's just the inevitable. We did come up with a strategy, so we at least we'll have fun trying our strategy. But the one thing I will say that I'm least excited for is if they add back Rocket Spleef, which I think they might. I will be so upset if I see when I see the game announcement, and it's like Rocket Spleef's back. I'm gonna like break everything. I'm gonna break everything in my room. I'll be so mad. Oh my God, like Rocket Spleef is so ah, it's just so like as much as I rag on Build Mart, like I will say there is a part of me does think like Build Mart, part of it is just that I'm bad at it. And so I have like a natural bias against it. But like Rocket Spleef, I'm good at Rocket Spleef. I just hate it. It's so annoying. I think Rocket League's probably gone though. But I think they said they're adding one game this MCC, and so I'm afraid what it's gonna be. I'm afraid. I'm afraid it's gonna be Rocket Spleef, and then it's gonna be played like last or something, and then I don't know. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cry. I didn't give Punk an essay. He was just joking. I just gave him some goals. I just gave him a list of little goals, and I gave him some goals. And then I said in 3 days I was gonna come check up on him and see how he's done on his homework. I'm gonna quiz him and I'm gonna review him. I'm gonna review his gameplay and see if he's followed my advice and my goals. So, and I saw people like saying before like he takes it too seriously. Like Pong asked for it. Pong. I with my teammates. I don't care. I do as little or as much preparation as they want. It is in their control. If they want to do nothing, they can do nothing. If they want to do a lot, I can give them a lot. But whatever they want to do, I don't care. I'm fine with. Imagine it's Parkour Warrior. That'd be fun. Like I want Parkour Warrior back just because it'd be a lot of fun. Like I don't think it'd be the best for my team. Like I think my team's good at parkour, but like I think we're not like we wouldn't be like the best team or anything. But like um, I would still like it just because it'd be fun. But they wouldn't. The thing is, however they added it back, they'd make it more team based or something probably, and they'd also make it uh like less like the points wouldn't be as whatever. So basically, I wouldn't be able to like dominate it probably, but it'd be fun. I'll probably still do very well. I don't think I'm doing Halloween merch. I might. I don't know. I don't have any designs right now, but I guess we'd have to start working on it now if you guys really wanted it, but I don't know what it would be, but maybe. I did Halloween merch 2019, I think. Did I do 2022? I don't think so. I did 2020? Oh, I did it 20 Wait, what did I do in 2020? Does anyone have a picture of the design? Was it just the orange evil like smiley? Oh, I thought that was 2019 for some reason. When are Dream Shorts come back? I don't know. I think I still have some I haven't uploaded, but yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do there. I think we were deciding if we wanted to try and upload like twice a month like challenge videos on the Dream Team channel or if we wanted to keep doing Dream Shorts because we probably could dedicate about the same amount of time um and be able to do like I'll upload on the Dream Team channel. So we were just trying to decide which one would be better. And we might convert like Dream Shorts to being like actual like shorts or something, instead of like the skits. But I don't know. I don't know for sure. Because we usually like do Dream Shorts like a couple hours, like I'd say like 3 hours. Um, like usually every other week. We try to do like 2 or 3 hours a week, but like it doesn't end up like we almost never do that. So we end up doing like 2 to 3 hours like every 2 weeks. And I feel like if we recorded, you know, 2 to 3 hours, like we it take like the challenge videos take like 3 to 4 hours sometimes. Like they're usually like 2 to 4 hours within there. So if we just had a challenge, we'd have to have the ideas and the coding. We might just redo old challenges and stuff too. But Dream Team merch, yeah, eventually. Are we still on track for a Dream Team Christmas? That's just completely out of our control. So we want to do it. George is just waiting, and that's all. Are you gonna watch the Sooners game during MCC? I think it will be just ending. I think I'll have it up on my second monitor up until NCC starts. I mean, we're gonna like they're gonna win. Like there's no like they're gonna be up by a bunch, so I probably won't even. After they're up by a bunch, I'll just be like, all right, now MCC time. Let's go. Is there planned SMP lore, or is it essentially shelved for now? Wink, wink. I don't know. Ask me that maybe in a couple days, and then see if you have the same question. But um, how do you feel about UCF joining the Big 12? Pretty cool. I think OU's leaving it though, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Um, how did you tell your parents you had online friends? I just knew. I don't know. I don't know. It's not like a. What do you think I'm doing when I'm like telling them? I have to go like, guys, I have friends online. Like, I don't know. It's like they just know that I have friends online. Someone said you're coming out. Yeah, it's not like coming out or something. Like you're just I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they just I don't even know. Like, I didn't. I wasn't. I don't think I ever told them. It's just like they just know. I guess coming out as a gamer, guys. I game. I play Minecraft. They're like shocked. Their jaws drop open. They're like, we support you. Am I going too far with the joke? um, yeah, I think they just knew. I mean, um, like my parents. Yeah, obviously my parents just knew. I don't even know. They just knew. So I said you're an introvert. I think it's very weird. I think I think I heard someone say something somewhere that like introverts uh get energy from being alone and extroverts get energy from being with people or something. That's like the best way to decide whether or not you're like an introvert or an extrovert. By that definition, then I don't know. I don't know. I'm very like when I was in like I don't know, when I actually was like going places and I was in public, like I'm talkative. Like I talk to people. Like I would just talk like I don't know. Like, I feel like some people would be embarrassed to be around me because I would just talk to random people. Like I'd be see somebody and I just like I remember there was I think I was at some like clinic one time and like some guy sitting next to me, I was like joking with him about like his toe fungus. It was like some old man. Like and I just it was the first time I'd ever seen him in my life. And we were like memeing. Like we were just like I'm the one who started the conversation. I was just like joking with him about it. I remember that vividly, but I don't know. I just talk to people. I feel like I'm so at that in that definition, then I'm like I'm an extrovert. This is what I'll say. I don't necessarily like I don't like big crowds. I don't like being around like a lot more than like I don't know 5 6 people for too long, and I feel like it's kind of whatever. But when I am, I feel like I'm very comfortable. Like I don't feel uncomfortable. I just don't I'm just there like, oh yeah, this is a lot of fun and we're hanging out, whatever. Um, so I feel like I'm very much, yeah, I'm very much a mix. But I really, really value my like alone time. Like I definitely do. Like I feel like I do need like a cool off if I've been doing too much stuff. Like and this is also the difference as well. Is I feel like I would be fine. Like this sounds kind of like bad, but like I feel like if I never talked to anybody the rest of my life, I'd be fine. Like that sounds like really bad, but I feel like I'd be fine. Like I'd end up fine. Like I'd be like whatever. Like I would enjoy it better if I didn't. Like but I'd be fine. Like I don't rely on other people for my happiness. Like I'm just I don't know. I can be there can be times where like I go, multiple days without even saying anything to anybody and just I'm kind of like in my own zone doing my thing. And I'm just like and then they're like, "Where have you been?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, yeah, I've just been working, doing this that, whatever." I think so that I don't know, I guess that's kind of like introverted in a way. Um, but I will say I do feel like I am happier. Um, I am definitely happier. I wouldn't say happier. I feel like and maybe it is. I feel like I am happier when I'm around like my friends and when I'm around people that I care about and so on. But at the same time, I feel like it's not like I'm unhappy if I'm not, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think that's the best way to describe how I am. Did your family ever go on holidays? Yeah, when I was a kid, like I've been to Australia, I've been to Ireland, I've been to the UK. Um I've been like to a lot of states and stuff, but that was when I was younger, so but yeah, I think Australia was really cool. I remember Australia. I think I was younger in the UK than I was in Australia because I remember Australia better. Unless Australia was just better, and that's why I remember it. But I'm pretty sure I was younger when I was in the UK. I remember going to the zoo. I remember seeing like koala bears and kangaroos. I remember there being like I remember there was one time we were driving down a road and it said beware tank crossing or something and I was like what the hell? I was like a kid and I was like oh my God, there's tanks coming through here and it was just like some random road in Australia. Um and then the same thing with like kangaroos because they could like jump out in the road like kind of like deer I guess here. Um but yeah, Australia was cool. I remember there was this funny story my parents used to tell me all the time about when I was in Australia. Um, when I went to the bathroom and I was like, I was just like an idiot kid. I don't know how young I was. I was like 8 or something, maybe 10. I don't know, but someone came in. They had a really strong Australian accent, and I think they were trying to talk to me because I think they made a joke about something. I don't remember what it was. I think it was something weird like I pulled my pants down all the way to pee or something like something ridiculous like that. I don't remember. I don't remember. Okay, I was young. But and then the it was like a guy. It was probably like a I'm guessing he was probably like 25 or 30 or something. Um and he said something to me and then I told him I'm sorry I don't speak Australian. And my parents used to make fun of me all the time for that. So it's because he had a very, very strong, like, Australian accent, and I was young. Obviously, Australians speak English. So, have you seen the new Marvel movie, Shang-Chi? No, I have not. I want to see it, though. I think it would be cool. I can't watch it because I have to go to the theaters to watch it. I'm waiting for it to come out on, like, Disney Plus because I'm not a pirate, I'm not gonna pirate it. I'm gonna be good and not pirate it, but I do want to see it. Is it crazy to have worked with Alec because you were a fan? Yeah, it was really crazy. I mean, he's a really 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 cool dude. Obviously, he was on my Spotify Wrapped as my most listened to artist in like 2019, 2018. So it was really really cool to make a song with him. He was amazing to work with. He was very. I remember I was feeling like I was unconfident about singing and stuff, and he was very very like supportive and um sat there and helped me and coached me and was saying, "Oh, try this, try this." Um, and then we did like a like a round of recording, and I didn't think it sounded. I was like, it doesn't sound that good. But he's like, "No, no, it sounds great. It sounds great." But obviously, I don't think it sounded great, but I think it sounded good. But I think it was like, it didn't have the, I don't know, touch. And then he's like, but try this, and I was like, all right. And then so we did it again and yeah, he was really awesome. The producers were really awesome. Um, Alex amazing, and I know he has a tour coming up, so um, I don't know what's sold out and what's not, but his music's great and he's a cool dude. So if you're interested, have at it. How does the recording process work? What's worked differently for me for every single song because they've been with different people. Well, technically, because like the first one, Parker was very like Piambata was very or Piambata was very very like heavily involved, and then second song he wasn't really involved at all. So obviously it was very different. And then obviously with Alec, it was Alec was very involved, and it was a different set of producers and so on and so forth. So it's been very, very different every time. But with the Alec, it was obviously he mentioned, oh, you want to do something, and I was like, oh hell yeah. And then he's like, let me FaceTime you tomorrow night, and I was like, FaceTime audio, sure. And we FaceTime audioed, and then we talked about it and he was like, oh, what are you looking to, what would you want to sing about and what's going on in your life right now and um et cetera, et cetera. And then I think we didn't really do much that night, and then he's like, all right, well, I'll work on some stuff, and then I'll let you know let me know what you think. I think he came back with something and I didn't really like it. I was like a concept idea, and I was like, I don't know. He's like, here, let me send you some old concepts I have. And then of course he sent the change my clothes hook. Um, obviously with it was just the hook, and so there's nothing. It's like blank on the sides or whatever. I don't know. I think that's just a demo. Well, he sent that, but he sent like seven others or something, and I was like, damn. I was like, I really like that one, and then so then we just we worked on the lyrics together for the rest, and then um, once we had that ironed out, um, we got to recording, and then the producers called. They were in the studio with him, and they called, and then they gave me advice. They said, "Can you do this? Can you do?" can you, you know, they just basically told me what to do, and then I just sung, and then we did it, and then I think that night, uh, you know, I think he asked me, hey, could you try it? Could you try it like this? You know, like a different, like a different way. And I was like, sure. And so I went to like that night. I was like, instead of waiting till the next day because we were gonna do like another studio session or whatever, I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna do it myself because I feel like I'm like in front of an audience. I'm like nervous and I do differently. And so I did. I recorded it all myself. And then I sent them the files, and then they told me, oh, that's perfect, and that's what was used in the song. So yep, and that's what happened. That's basically that was the whole recording process. The producers then whipped it up, and you know they were awesome. So do you use your normal mic or do you have a special one? I have a different one. Did you ever release the like basically like the early deaths or whatever? No, the thing here, I'll talk about this actually. So I don't plan on that. I think that's something that a lot of like my fans would really enjoy. And the only reason is because I think that people who don't like not everyone understands like the rules, how things work, how things are set up, like etc. And it would just be used as like a, oh well, see, they just you know, Dream loses 99.99999% of the time, but he only uploads the one that makes him look good, like whatever. So I feel like that's the reason I wouldn't do it, is because people either who don't like me or who do like me but don't quite understand exactly how manhunts are structured, right? You know, it might take away some of the magic, I guess. Pull back some of the current, and I don't like that. So I think that I won't do that, and that's why. But maybe now and then, you know, it'd be like, you know, uploading one or something. But do you ever have to re-record band because you didn't like how they turned out? There was that one. I think I talked about it on my Twitter, but there was the one time. I think it was the two hunter manhunt, and we recorded it, and I won. But I think that nothing. That's when that was before we really had like an established like rule set. And so like I'm pretty sure I kind of ran far, and I did things that just like made it kind of boring. And I think that made me realize that manhunt actually is what made me realize like, oh, we need to have these kind of rules. Otherwise the manhunts will be uninteresting, you know, because if you can just run forever, or you can just you know, nether travel, or do certain things that would just like kind of guarantee you the win as like a runner once you get past the beginning, then it would just be boring. And so we redid that one after I won, because I was like, that was boring, and I think we should just redo it and implement some rules. So I don't think we've done one since then where we like finished it and then redid it. I'm pretty sure we didn't. We haven't. We've recorded other videos and then gone, that wasn't good, and then just scrapped it or just did it again. Like for challenge videos and stuff, like for sure. Like I think there's one George. I think we've recorded two different George videos, and that aren't released. And an Ant Frost video that wasn't released. That just I mean, Ant Frost. To be fair, the Ant Frost one is just Ant Frost needs to edit it. I think we recorded that in February. But the George videos, I think we recorded one. It was I guess I shouldn't say what they were, but yeah, it didn't. I guess he didn't like them after going back and editing them, and I was like, okay, yeah. I was like, you should upload on your second channel. And I think he's too lazy to finish editing them, so um, yeah. Have you ever had lice? I don't think so. I mean, maybe when I was like a kid, but I don't think so. I don't remember ever having lice. I remember getting poison ivy really bad when I was a kid. I used to go in like the forest all the time, like all the time. And so I do remember getting poison ivy, and I remember giving it to like everybody because we played football and like tackle football, and they all got it. Were you a Boy Scout? Yes. I was actually. I was. I think like I don't know, I feel like that's pretty common, right? Isn't a lot of people aren't don't a lot of guys like when they're younger I wasn't for that long, but I was a Boy Scout for a period of time. I remember I had to leave one time on a uh like a we were on like a what do they even call it? Like a camping trip or whatever. Um and I like badly cut myself twice. And so the second time we just like left. One time was like, it's so dumb. I think I was using a can opener and I opened a can and like the top of the metal part like sliced my palm like really badly. And that was not good. And then the second one was by like we were by like the rock by the ocean, and I fell on the rocks and I scraped myself very badly. And I think we just left. What level were you? I have no clue. I have no idea. Do you have scars? I have a couple scars, but not from then, I don't think. How good is your pain tolerance? Pretty good. I think I have good pain tolerance. Yeah, I do not have a spice tolerance. I have like negative spice tolerance. Like I can manage some spice, but to me, what's some spice is like I'll be like I'll be like, damn, this is spicy. And then like another person will be like that's eating it will be like, what? There's spice in this? And I'll be like, yeah, it's spicy as hell. Do you plan to make different content to manhunts? Yeah. I have a plan laid out going into next year. So I'm very I've always got plans. Sometimes I don't follow through with some stuff, but I do have plans. I do have plans. I mean, the thing is like this manhunt, like the five hunters, is obviously it's gonna last to the end of the year. So there's gonna be the manhunt's gonna come out this month. And then there'll probably be a manhunt in November and December because get that bag right. You gotta get the money, gotta get the money because the ad rev's high. And I think that's obviously the end because there's the finale, and then I'm guessing finale rematch and grand finale. So there'll be the those three manhunts that gets through the end of the year, and obviously I think there'll be other uploads. There'll be other uploads like in between and stuff. Um, and then yeah, and then obviously there'll be other uploads in between, and then next year there's a little bit of a different plan, so we'll see. You'll have to jump on the dream train, wait and see. And people complain about like literally everything I do now. That's kind of that's one of the drawbacks to like just having a lot of eyes on you because no matter what, like there's almost nothing I can do without getting massive criticism for it. Like even if it's like just an objectively good thing. Like the last like I had no problem for like the first year and a half of YouTube. I had no problem donating to charity. I donated to charity. You can go back and see. I donated to charity all the time. But obviously, some of it's public, some of it's private, whatever. People will know about that. But then the last two times I've donated to charity, it got this huge like there's been a huge controversy around it. Like no matter what it is. Like I'll see like on live stream fail or something, people criticizing like a donation or like just on Reddit, people like Dream did this, and it's like I don't know, I don't know. It's kind of stupid. It makes me not want to publicly do any charity stuff because everybody just gets butthurt. It's like, oh, he only donated this amount when he's a quadrillionaire when they have like no idea whatsoever how much money I make or what's in my bank account or et cetera, et cetera. And on top of that, it's like obviously you shouldn't say that no matter what about charity because charity is charity. Like obviously you're giving to charity. So um yeah. I thought that the funniest thing to me though was during the whole um during like after the whole techno thing. It was like I think there was like a Reddit post, and it was like the number one comment was like, and he only donated to the to cancer charity after his friend got it. Shows how selfish. Like I think cancer research is the number one charity I've donated to probably. No, maybe not. Trevor Project probably, and then cancer research. I've donated two other times. Two other major donations I've given, and also I was on Matt Pat's like stream, which also did like cancer research stuff. But I don't know. But yeah, now you just get criticism for everything now. I mean, I don't mind it. I think to me some of it's humorous because I see it and I'm like, oh come on, like I mean, there's no reasonable person reads this and then goes, oh this is yeah this is true, this is right. But at the same time, there's like misinformation's annoying. But outside of that, like sometimes I just laugh at things. I'll see somebody say something and I'll just laugh and I'll be like, what an idiot. Will you do a face reveal this year? It depends when George gets here. That's it. Look, I think that when George gets here, my guess would be that whenever George gets here, within like 2 weeks, I will have probably done a face reveal. So, um, it depends whenever that happens. So, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I've kind of changed my mind a little bit because I'm sick of waiting for like COVID stuff because I wanted to do an event for a long time, but then I'm like, Um, I thought it might be, I don't know. I couldn't think of a great way to do it, and then like I feel like I don't know when I don't want to wait for that, and so um I think whenever George shows up, because then I think we'll want to be able to just do things. Like I don't want George to get here and then he just sits here for months and like I can't go and do anything with them. I would just feel so left out. Like Sapnap and George would just be going out and doing things, and I'd just be sitting here like, I want to go, I want to go. Like I already do that with Sapnap sometimes, but like very rarely, at least. Um, so I think I don't think that'll be. I think it won't be long after he gets here. So I mean, it literally could be the day he gets here. It could be, oh, there he's here, and then that's it. So um, we'll see. But yeah, I want to see what happens with George. We're just waiting, and we'll see how the cards fall. This mean you can't go anywhere public with Sapnap? Are you crazy? I feel like I can't go anywhere in public without Sapnap. What do you mean with Sapnap? Like obviously, he gets recognized all the time, and he's wearing a mask. Like, and Sapnap's voice isn't like like people only know me by my voice. They only know me by my voice. So, and there's hundreds of millions of people that have heard my voice, and then you kind of go like, ah, sounds kind of familiar. Wait, have you ever had to run away from Sapnap when you've been out with him? I've never been out with Sapnap. What do you think? I've literally never left the house with Sapnap one time. I have not. I have not gone with Sapnap anywhere. Why would I ever go with Sapnap somewhere? That is the dumbest thing. Like I do not leave. Listen, I don't leave the house like at all. Like literally at all. Like not with Sapnap, not without Sapnap, but definitely not with Sapnap. But I will. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to doing things. You don't take patches for what? Are you worried about anti's when you face reveal? No. Why would I care? Who gives a fuck? The only one who cares is them. Even now, with everything, like it's so funny. I don't know. I think people think they care a lot more than I do. Yeah, I will die on the hill that the dream antis are 5 to 10 times worse than the most extreme stand. I will die on that hill with mountains of evidence and everything. Like, oh, but the stand like sent like the stand sent death threats to somebody. It's like, yeah, and that's horrible. But like, what do you think they're actually gonna like go and kill them or something? They're most likely like a 14-year-old kid or something. Like you're talking about the antis being like 20-year-old whatever threatening like horrible crap while also saying 10 times worse stuff. And then I don't know. I don't know. Just I guess I have experience with both sides, and obviously one of them I'm going to be biased towards. But at the same time, like it is so much worse. And the same things that they like, oh, hive mind and all this stuff, like they're exactly the same. They're exactly the same. I mean, both sides are bad. Like extreme stands and extreme antis are like they're equally bad. Well, I don't think they're equally bad. I think that the anti's way worse. But at the same time, I think that they're both equally bad and that they're bad. They're horrible. And they shouldn't be a thing. But but everybody, I mean, like it's unavoidable. Like that's just what happens. Like you can't avoid that. So there's gonna be people on like it's just with it's literally with anything. Like people like to be opposing to stuff, and then anything that's popular is gonna have like hate attached to it. Like it's not something that I sit around and like, why do these people hate me? It's like no, it's the same way I don't sit around and think like I don't like I don't go like these hate me because I'm horrible. Just like I don't go, these people love me because I'm so flipping awesome or something. Like I don't think either of those things. I just think I'm in a situation where people are gonna like me, people are gonna hate me, and that's just how it is. I am awesome though. Do you ever regret becoming a content creator? Hell no. What kind of question is that? Come on. I've loved every minute since the industry planted me here. They gave me the whole boot camp before I was prepared. Have you ever wanted to stop recording on YouTube because you've had enough of hating? You found out that you will not give up and you will fight to the end. No, I, I really, I don't know. I feel weird. Like I feel like I'm not normal. I mean, when it comes to like how I handle that type of stuff. I don't know. Like I've almost never been upset about somebody like I don't know, like I guess my whole life, like not even just now, but I guess I feel like there's you kind of have to have a certain personality to like get big. But at the same time, like I don't know, I've never gotten upset with anything. I've seen like the most horrible crap. I've never gotten upset with anything anyone said. Like I've genuinely laughed at more stuff, like more hate comments than I have ever been like whatever about. Like I can't think of a single thing that I ever saw that I was like, oh, that's so hurtful. Never, like genuinely never. Not a single thing. But I have gotten angry at things before. But usually it's anger like, oh, this person's like such an idiot. Like I wish like people that were as dumb as this person didn't exist. Like how is this person in the gene pool? How did their genes survive this long to get to the point where this idiot is alive, like and here and well? Like how did it get to this point? How do people like this exist? Like that's the only thought that I've had ever in regard to people that like have it's not like obviously somebody just being like, I don't like Dream, but it's like somebody saying something that's like so absurdly stupid that I'm just sitting there like I feel like I'm like, am I in like an alternate universe where people are just I don't know, like people are just idiots? I don't know. That's the thought that I've had before. But I've like actually never really got genuinely upset about things people have said. Like if somebody doesn't know me, if somebody knows me and they say something to me, that makes me upset. But if somebody doesn't know me and they're saying something about me, it doesn't affect me. It just genuinely doesn't. And I'm sure like there have been times like during the whole like back during the whole cheating scandal, like in, January or December or whatever, when there was just like mass amounts of people saying, like, obviously when it's in like mass quantities it hurts more, but it's not like it was less like hurtful than was like kind of scary in a way, like, oh my god, there's this many people that are saying these things, right? Versus like, oh my god, there's this many people saying these things, like getting upset about it. So I don't know. I don't know how to describe it other than that. I don't really care too much. Do you have a therapist? I don't. I just don't feel like I need one. I mean, a lot of people do, and that's totally valid. And maybe I do. Maybe I do. But I think I probably do. I guess it's just my my mindset and everything. I just feel like maybe a therapist would make me like worse. I don't know if that makes sense or if that's like right. I don't know, because I think a lot of the reason that I don't care about some stuff is because I don't think of like I just don't think too much about stuff that I don't care about. But like if I have to like sit there and like talk about stuff and like whatever, then maybe I'd care more. Like maybe I'd start caring more. I'd be like, oh, that's right. This person's a real person. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like there's something. It could backfire because I'm fine and happy. But I'm not, and when I'm not happy, it's not. I feel like it's kind of normal not happy. Um, like I don't know. Like I went through depression when I was young, but so I know what depression is. And I feel like even like during the lowest times like of the last 3 years or so, like I've just been like sad, and sometimes. But where do you lurk most in general? I lurk everywhere. I'm always lurking. I just like being informed. Like I feel left out if I don't know what's going on. So I read Twitter, I read Reddit. I just read everywhere. Like, and you'd probably be surprised like how much I just read. Like a lot of like, and the thing is, a lot of it's just like it's multitasking. Like I'll be watching a show or something, and I'm just reading like Twitter or Reddit, or I'll be like doing something else. But I'll even be on like a live stream. Like literally, I'm not even kidding. Like right now, I have Twitter pulled up. Like I'm not reading it, but I could be. I have a couple times, but so that's like I don't know. I think I just lurk, pay attention to what's going on. Pink lemonade or normal lemonade? Controversial. Actually, I don't know if it's controversial. I like lemonade when I have a lemonade, which is rare, but it's probably the most common drink. But I like lemonade. I don't know. I've definitely had lemonade more, like normal lemonade more recently than I've had like pink lemonade, but I do like lemonade more for sure. What type of chips was George eating that one time? How am I supposed to know that? Like that one time, the chips, and like George eats all the time. Like how am I supposed to? The thing is, George is such a gross eater. He just is. Like, I don't know. I don't think he does it on stream. He's so gross. Like everyone that I know, like that's friends with George, has called him out on it. Like he like with his mouth open and crap. Like I don't know. It's so gross. He's gross. He eats so gross. Like me and Nick will just be talking, and then we just hear in the background, and we're like, George, are you eating? He's like, yeah, and he has like food like stuffed in his mouth, like when he's like talking back, and we're like, what are you doing? You are gross. And the thing is, I don't, I obviously I've never like eaten with him in person, so I don't know if he just does it on purpose when he's on mic, or he just doesn't care when he's on mic, or if he just does it, or if he just does it like he actually does it, and he's the best. Hi, Jim. I've been watching your channel since I saw the basketball video on Scoopy's channel. That's a long time ago. And was around when the McDonald's cheesy fries was the thing. I remember BBH being live and you were kind of cough cough, not amazing at Minecraft cough cough. It's so interesting being able to watch you and your friends such a strange thing, seeing your numbers go so quickly. I was amazing at Minecraft. I've been very good at Minecraft for a very long time. I've been very good at parkour. The only thing like is 1.16 BP. I wasn't as good back then because you were watching me play on a laptop on my couch because I didn't have a setup. So yes, there I'm defending myself. There you go. But yes, thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, the dream is the reason the dream team's hoodie takes so long to ship is because of COVID. I mean partly, but not really. Like right now, it's just the quantity. It's the obviously there's a mass quantity of like orders, and me and George both did limited time releases at the same time, and then now Sapnap released, and obviously you're just getting it in the order that you ordered it in. So if you ordered it after, let's say, 5,000 people or something, then you're gonna be getting it, after a long time. It takes a long time to, because everything we do is like in house, and like they have to they have to do everything themselves, and so for each hoodie, so it'll take time. Getting better at it though. It'll get quicker over time as things settled in and everything. Do you still play GeoGuessr now and then? I play it now and then. I I I was like very into it for a period of time. It was just playing it so much, and then now I just every once in a while I just I play it because I'm just like, why not? Do you think money can buy happiness? I don't think money can buy happiness, but I think it's a lot easier to be happy when you have money than if you're broke or you have no money. Doesn't mean you can't be happy if you don't have money, or if you have none at all, or you're homeless or whatever. Lots of people find, peace and happiness while not having money, but I think it is easier because obviously, I don't know. I guess that's I guess that seems obvious. You'll be a lot it's a lot easier. Yeah, it's the peace of mind, the security. It also depends what makes you happy. Because like to me, one of the things that makes me happy is seeing people happy, and so I feel like I can make the people around me happier with money, um, by being able to do things that make them happy, or buy them things that make them happy, or um, you know, so on and so forth. So I've spent way more money. I've spent way more money on other people than I have on myself. Um, so yeah, I think that's why it makes me happy. Have you taken in the fact that George is way closer to your height than you think? I don't. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not. I think he's 5'9". I've thought he's 5 for a long time. I mean, that's still he's. I mean, he's not like insanely shorter than me, but he's still 5'9". He's still gonna be, like 5 inches shorter than me at least. Do you think George is taller than Sapnap? I do. I think George is taller than Sapnap. Um, but I think it's close. I think they'll be close. I think he's taller. I think George. I don't know. I think George also probably looks taller because of his hair. His hair is whatever. But I do think he's probably. I think he's probably taller. But I think it'll be very close. I think it'll be pretty much unnoticeable when they're standing next to each other, like right next to each other. You might be able to be like, oh, he's barely taller. But like I think that you'll. I think probably it'll be very, very close. In my mind, there's three scenarios. I think scenario one, Sapnap is barely taller than George by like, I don't know, barely, like you can't even really tell. Um, Scenario two, Sapnap is barely shorter than George. It's like you can't really tell. Or scenario three, George is like, I don't know. like 2 inches taller than Safnap. I think those are the three scenarios. So I think the most likely one is that Safnap's just slightly shorter. According to a fan, Tom Matt, he's actually 6'3". Thoughts on that? He could be. I mean, I don't really care that much. I think his reaction to me made it seem like whenever we were memeing him, it was like we were joking originally, and then obviously I think Wilbur said he was 6'1", and then I think Tommy like responded weirdly, being like, "I just like to say I'm 6'3". So either Tommy just really doesn't care and he's just memeing. Cause it's better to for people to think that you're shorter than you are than for people to think that you're taller than you are. I mean, it's better for people to think like, oh, he's 6'1", and then you show up at 6'3", and you're like, oh, you're surprised, like in a positive way, you know? So I wouldn't be that surprised. I mean, I would not be that surprised if he was 6'3", but at the same time, I think I think he's probably shorter, but who knows? I have no idea. I'd have to meet him. Maybe I'll meet him. He'll be taller than me. That'd be kind of funny. Could happen. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how tall he actually is. What if George is talking? That's impossible. Stream, please. How many wins do you have in your friend trying to beat you? Let me see. Let me see. I have 1,739. Did you get 40K scores? No, I got that score once. That was my highest score. It was like 40, what was it? I don't know, 47K or something ridiculous. I quite frequently get 20K scores and 30K scores. I get 30K scores every once in a while. Warthog's fun. Do you go against illiterate people? No, I don't. I go against good people. I didn't even go against George. I don't think I've ever played George. Maybe I've played him like a couple times. Bad was like, "You're not actually that good. I'll play you." And then he played me, and I beat him like 100 times. And I just haven't played him since. Maybe not 100 times, probably like 50 times. He was trying though. He beat me once because he cheated. He literally cheated. It was like the third time we played. I like crushed him, and then he beat me by a huge margin. And he's like, "You're cheating," and I was like, "What? You're cheating?" And then he's like, "Well, yeah." He like looked up like a word thing, like with the whole thing to see all the biggest words. Are you feeling more pressure for this MC because of the milestones? No. I think if we get to dodgeball, I'll definitely feel a lot of pressure. But if we don't, before we get to dodgeball, I won't. I feel like I feel like I have very little pressure. Like if I do good, then that's awesome. If I do bad, who cares? I just won the last two. But if I get to dodgeball, I'll be like, oh god, like my undefeated record's on the line, and it's could be for 5 wins straight. And I feel like I'll be really nervous. That's why I think this dodge. If I get to dodgeball, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Who would win over rabbits uh, versus us? I feel like they're the team I'm most afraid of. There's only two teams in the event that I'm genuinely like, oh god, like I feel like they have a better chance of winning than our team. I think it's Red Rabbits and Blue Bats. It's like Illumina and Fruit, and then Sapnap. Like that team's cracked. Like they have Sapnap and George, who are like, in my opinion, two of the top five dodgeball players, and then they have like Ponk and Gumi, and like they're both. I mean, not Ponk. Tubbo and Gumi, and like they're both good. Like Gumi's really good with the bow, and like Ponk. I mean, what am I saying? Ponk. Tubbo's good as well. Um, so like I'm afraid of that team if we get to dodgeball. Like I don't even know. I feel like it'd be very scary. Um, they're on the oh yeah, pink parrots. I don't know why I said blue bat. The pink parrots. My bad. I think I was just thinking of like, don't the Simmers usually play on blue? I was thinking because they had the Simmers with them. I was just thinking blue. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think they have like a 70-30 chance if it's us versus red. I think it's like 70-30. Like it just depends. Like if they miss their shots and if I have like if I think I would need genuinely like 70% accuracy, and they would need to have, and I think that they would have to have like 50% or lower accuracy. Um, and they'd have to at least miss their first shot. Are you adding anyone new to the SMP soon? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We'll see. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, because someone just said devious lick in the chat. Um George had like a funny like devious lick TikTok. He wasn't sure if it was like um AAVE. I don't know if anybody could inform me. DM me maybe on Twitter or something. There you go. George was being courteous. Somebody I follow could message me about it if they see this. Um, are all your manhunts posted the day after you film them? No, it's happened before, but very rarely. I just get in a zone, and then I'm too lazy to wait, and so I just get in a zone, and then I finish it, and then I'm like, screw it, I'm uploading it. I don't care that it's 4 a.m. You have 8 people in MCC, that'd be crazy. Nah, that'd be way too hectic. You just can't do that. Four is perfect. Four is perfect where it's not like overwhelming. I feel like five could maybe, push it, but um, do you cook for Satnap? I have. I have multiple times. I cooked for him on Saturday. I don't too much, but every once in a while. It was just, I mean, it was a burger, but to be fair, I don't know if you can really. I mean, I guess you technically cooking. I sautéed some onions and caramelized them, and then had the burger and put them on it, and made like sauce and put it on it for him. There you go. Meat was not raw. Culver's is good. I think Culver's is good. I don't think it's like amazing, but it's good. I like it. I think it's definitely one of the better, like, I guess, fast food chains in a way. It's really even fast food. I haven't had it in ages, probably like really like 2.5 years, but it is good. I like their fries. Steak and Shake is good. Their fries are trash, but the rest is good. Their burgers are good. Their shakes are good. I have had Zaxby's. Zaxby's is good. Steak and Shake fries are like how they're so thin and like I don't know. I don't know. I don't like them at all. I like I like I like the thick fries, but they get soggy faster. How do you like thick fries? Then eat them. What are you waiting for? How are you letting them get soggy? Pickles are good. Cold pickle. Yeah, I think warm pickles are good too, but not like actual warm. Fried pickles are decent. I don't mind them. But to be fair, it's kind of cheating. Like anything fried, good. Favorite dessert, banana pudding. I like banana pudding. I like my favorite cake is probably like red velvet cake. Funnily enough. Do you like ice cream or cake more? Um, I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I'm not a huge fan of just dessert in general. That sounds like really like dumb, but I'm not. I don't know. I like ice cream. Probably better than cake. I think vanilla ice cream to me is very like straight up vanilla ice cream. There you go. Like people say I'm weird because I don't like chocolate. Like okay, I like chocolate, but I hate chocolate on its own, and I don't like I feel like I can only have chocolate if it's like chocolate with peanut butter or like chocolate with some like filling or something. Like like maybe like caramel or something. But just chocolate, like most chocolate I don't like. Like I don't like M&Ms, but I like peanut M&Ms. Um I don't like I don't like I don't like white chocolate is okay, but I say it both ways. Caramel. I feel like it literally just it's weird. I don't know why sometimes I just change. I think I said it earlier when I said caramel. I just said caramel. I definitely say it both ways. I don't know how. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I didn't have a birthday cake this year. I had a big one last year and it was like it was dream themed and everything. It was epic. It was my 21st though. Come on. 22nd's not as special. You know, I don't care as much. I'm not a big like birthday person. Like I don't really care that much. Till I'm working out at home. I don't know. I don't know. Get the right equipment and get the right guidance, I guess. I messed myself. This is so funny. I messed myself up the other day. I don't know how long ago it was. It was like 5 days ago or something. I was lifting weights and I lifted way too much. Not like way too much weight, but just like I don't know. Like I did way too many reps, and I was like absolutely demolished for like literally the next day I was perfectly fine. The next day there was no I felt perfectly fine, and then the next day I was absolutely I could barely like move my arm. Like my arm was so stiff and it was very painful. And I don't like taking medicine, but I took like extra strength Tylenol or actually I think it was extra strength ibuprofen actually. And it was very painful. I was in pain for like 2 days and a half, and it hurt. I think it must have been Wednesday because I think then Thursday I wasn't in pain, and then Friday Saturday I was because then we were gonna record on Sunday I think, and I was worried. I was like, oh God, I'm gonna be in pain. They were probably like 5 pound weights. No, they were not. Do you like Bo Burnham? Yeah, I think Bo Burnham's cool. You gotta stretch after that. Wasn't why. I was being an idiot. I was just being an idiot. I knew I was at my limit, but I kept going. I was watching a Netflix show and yeah, I was just watching a Netflix show and there was like not much time left and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna keep going until the show's over. And I was like totally screwed up. And I was like, all right, I don't care. I'm continuing. And I was very messed up. I've made that mistake and I will never make it again. Vanilla or chocolate ice cream? Vanilla. I don't like chocolate. I don't like chocolate ice cream. Okay, but how long can you hold the handstand in the pool? I have no idea. Me and Nick like did um like we held our breath underwater to see who could hold their breath longer. And I could hold my breath like way longer than him, like absolutely like way longer. Like I was under and he came up and then I just he's like telling me I can hear him and he's like saying, I'm up. And I like put a thumbs up out of the water. And I was like, I hear you. I'm still going. Percy Jackson, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Are you scared of spiders? I mean, I guess. Like, I think everyone's scared of spiders. Like in a way. I'm not like scared of them. Like I see one, I'm like, oh my God, run. Like I can like I don't know, I can kill a spider, I guess. Sure. Yeah. Are you scared of bees? I mean, I don't think more than the average person, but I guess. If I see a bee, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, there's a bee. Where does the bee be? I'm paying attention, looking around. Genuine question from a colorblind person. Are colors actually as pretty as people say they are? I feel like I'm missing out on a lot for being fully colorblind. Um, like fully colorblind, like you can't see any colors, like you just see black and white, or are you like a certain colorblindness? I don't know. Like I don't. I honestly like. Eh. I mean, I guess they're good. Like you wouldn't want to not see colors. Like obviously, if you could choose between not and seeing, you would always choose to see colors. But it's mostly good for like differentiating between things. Like that's the biggest difference. Is like, oh, I can see that these two things are different because they're different colors, which I feel like you probably can do with like, even like full color blindness. Even if you literally saw black and white, like you probably would be able to differentiate some things because of like the darkness or something. But I don't know. I mean, they're not all that. I feel like I guess I'm used to them, but like they are pretty. Sometimes you see stuff and you just see stuff and you're like, oh, that's super pretty. Um, but a lot of times it's not like the colors, and sometimes it's just like the sun rising or something. It is the colors as well, but it's also just like, oh, it's like the sun's like above the ocean or whatever. I don't know. I don't think that you should be too worried about missing out so much. I don't think it's all that. There's almost never a day where I go like, I'm just like, oh, these colors are so great. That happens maybe once in a blue moon. I don't know what a good analogy is for it, but it'd be like not like I guess the way I would describe it is like it'd be like not being able to ever drink like one of your favorite sodas again. Yeah, that sucks. You know, it's kind of a bummer. At the same time, like that one of your favorite sodas wasn't like so much better than your other favorite sodas that you like just as much, or you like very similarly. And you would just get used to, the other ones and you wouldn't care as much that you didn't. Like you're sitting there like soda is so much better than all the other sodas. It makes my life so much better. There you go. Good analogy. Would you ever go back to education, like get a random degree for fun? Hell no. Yeah, let me just go get a degree for fun. What? Not a psychopath. I've read Mark of Athena. I don't remember, honestly, if you quiz me about it, I probably wouldn't remember, but if you told me things, I'd be like, I remember that, and maybe be able to elaborate. But like, it would have been a long time ago. Would have been like, I don't know, a while ago. Are you planning on adding more content creators to your merch company? Would you ever add another content creator to your merch company? Yeah, I mean, I think we will. I think the difference is like I just don't want to. I feel like most merch companies that do creator merch just do it really, really wrong. That's why I made it in the first place, and they just go for like quantity over quality. Just kind of like how I take my videos and stuff. Like, I don't know. They just go like, we're gonna add this person, this person, this person, this person, all these people, and all at once, and this, and we can't focus on any of them, and we don't know what we're doing, and then a lot of times obviously they don't do things themselves. They all have like all of them, like literally like, almost all of them. Like I don't think there's a single one that's does like Minecraft YouTuber merch that actually has like their own facilities and stuff. Like they all just like use a ton of other companies, and they're kind of like a middleman and so on and so forth. Um, so I think we will. It just depends, making sure we pick quality people and making sure that we can give everybody attention and make sure everybody has high quality service and everything. So yeah, what games do you think your team will be strong at this MCC? All of them except for Buildmart. Maybe Buildmart though. We'll see. But I won't have fun. I won't have fun during Buildmart, but I'll have fun every other game. All right. I don't know. I don't see any more interesting questions. Everyone's just spamming no. All right, I'm gonna head out. This was a lot of fun. I'll probably do it again soon. Hopefully. Hopefully. No promises. I suck with promises. Bye. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.